Hey everyone, it's David Pike again with Motorcity Mechanic. Now we've got a series of videos we're going to be doing on Chrysler 300. What we're going to maintain this one about today is actually a radiator fan assembly. I'm going to show you step by step how to remove it, and it's going to apply on the models from 2005 all the way up to 2010 of the Chrysler 300s. I'll show you step by step how to remove it. This particular vehicle has a 3.5 liter. It's a little bit easier than the ones with the Hemis. With the Hemi, there's a little bit more tightness between as far as clearance, as far as getting the fan out, but it's still done basically the same procedure. You just got to kind of hold your tongue the right way, for example, in order to get it out. It's more of a maneuvering it to get it. But otherwise, on 3.5 it's fairly simple. So I'm going to show you step by step how to remove that. So you go ahead and you get comfortable, and I'm about to get my hands dirty. In order to gain access to that radiator fan, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to remove the air filter housing and the little rubber boot going to the intake, mainly because it does protrude over a little bit to where the fan is when we're going to be taking it out. So to me it just makes it easier. The band clamp for the throttle body where the boot goes on is 8mm, and then the bolt that actually holds the box down is a 10mm. We got those out of the way. We got a couple things we got to unhook. We got a rubber hose coming from the driver's side valve cover up to here. We need to pop off the air box. We got the coolant hose coming from the coolant bottle going back towards the back of the block. We need to route that off of there. And then back here we got our air intake temp sensor. We need to squeeze or release the secondary lock and then squeeze down on the primary and get it off. And we're just going to lift straight up. At the same time, we're going to work the boot off the throttle body. Now we get the whole assembly up and out of our way. Alright, so at this point, we're going to work on getting the fan shroud out. Now we got a couple items we still got to take loose. We got the main electrical connector over here that we're going to be taking loose, and we got two 10mm bolts that hold it in place, one on the driver, one on the passenger side. Once you do that, it'll start lifting up. Now when you start coming out, you're going to have to fight just a little bit because you got to get it around the trans lines that are right here on the driver's side, and you still got your upper radiator hose. So you're going to take a little time getting it out. It might be a tight squeeze. It will come out. Just give us a chance. Now we'll just move over to getting the two 10mm off. Now we'll move over to the main connector. Sometimes what you need to do is pull it off of the shroud. It's held in place with a little plastic fastener. And then that way you can squeeze the main connector real good and pull it to the side. And there you go. Now just reroute the portion I'm not going to be taking off to the side there. As you can see, the fan's moving a lot now. So now we can start trying to lift it up. And like I said, you'll start trying to, I like to try to get it over the radiator hose first. So I go at an angle, come up, and as I'm coming up, I kind of watch it. And there we go. That one actually wasn't too bad. Some of the vehicles like the Hemis are a little bit tighter. You'll have portions of the pulleys and all that kind of rub up against it, kind of hard. So now we got the fan out of the way. So I'll give you a little close-up look at how the fan is. You'll see we've got our bolt hole right here. This is actually the driver's side. And of course, over here is our passenger side. It's got some little hooks here and here that slide into little U-shaped holders down there. That's what kind of guides it in. Then of course you got your bolt here, and you got your main connector right here. So you're going ahead and replacing the fans. What you would do then is you would back off these two 13mm bolts. Now they are reverse threaded, so you would actually, what you technically in turn be tightening normally, that's actually backing the bolt off. So once you get that off, you take the fan off the blade itself, and then you've got three 8mm bolts that hold the fan motor itself in place. And then of course you just got your electrical connectors you would route. That would be if you're replacing individual motors. And going back, all you do is slide down there, guide it down in there, kind of go in an angle, bypass everything, lower it down there, put your tins back in place. Alright, so you've had a moment to watch the video. You saw step by step how to remove that fan. You also saw that the clearance wasn't too bad on the 3.5 liter. If you got the Hemi, you're going to see it's a little tighter. And just bear with it. It will come out. It's nothing too elaborate to have to do. The fans do flex slightly, so if you got to do a little gentle prying, you can do so. It will come out. If I get a chance to do one on a Hemi, I'll show you. Otherwise, I've got this one on the 3.5, and it should be the same as if you've got a 2.7 liter as well. So if you are taking the fan off, like I said earlier, keep in mind that the nuts that hold the blades on are reverse threaded. Otherwise, the way they would run, they have a tendency to possibly back off the bolt or the nut. So then what they've done is reverse threaded it. It's actually saying that on the fan hub. So as you're looking down the nut, pay attention. There is an arrow. Just back it off correctly. And then once you get that off, it's pretty cut and dry. So just take your time, follow the steps. If you've got any questions or suggestions about this or any other videos or any other topics, always feel free to let me know. I appreciate it. Kind of thumbs up, thumbs down. That's a way of letting me know how I'm doing my job. Also, please share these videos if you can. And you do that by subscribing. Because when you subscribe, you always know that any new videos that come out, you get notified about, or any kind of important topics I bring up, or just things I post on the channel, you'll know as well. And there's also the Facebook page. Don't forget the Facebook page. If you can, please like it, share it as well. Trying to get out different avenues from people that look at stuff on YouTube versus people that are on Facebook. I'm just trying to do my best to make this channel grow. The bigger I can make it, the better. The more people I can help. And we can turn this into something very positive. So, as always, thank y'all very much for watching my videos. And always stay tuned for more.